Alright, let's enter this place. Shit. Okay. Ah, great. What? Attack someone, you fucking morons. What is going on? I cannot... Something odd is going on. Okay, there we go. I couldn't target enemies. Alright. Explode the castle. Isn't that great?
Promises. I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
Okay.
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes, the world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense.
Doesn't sound all that crazy to me.
Why haven't the Seekers dealt with them?
We have, many times. They simply reappear after a time like weeds. Nobody knows how. This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
Fuck. Okay, nothing that can be done. I doubt they can be reasoned with. Unless somehow they believe I am the instrument for the regeneration of the world. Well, maybe they have planned for rebirth, Parker. Do you... did you watch this series? What was it called? Now I forget. It was like the X-Files, but the protagonists were called the Bishops. That was their surname. I forget completely their name. What was it called? I watched it for several years.
Did they torture him to death? The Promises will pay for this.
Well, it doesn't matter. In one of the seasons, the enemy was a Spock. Well, you know who I mean. The actor. And the guy wanted to destroy the world, but he had a plan. And the plan was to create a bowl in the middle of the, not the world, the universe, honestly. He wanted to create a bubble that was going to be protected from destruction, and he had crafted a new life form that could, well, according to him, could reach the greatness evolution couldn't provide. No, it wasn't Millennium. It is really a recent series. I cannot remember the name. Okay, I see archers. Great. Let's deal with the archers then. Millennium was a great series, yeah, I agree. Fucking bastard. Holy shit. Yeah, Fringe, that's it, Fringe, yes. Thank you very much, lady. Fringe, that's the name. So the guy wanted to destroy the world, but he was, or the universe, but he was making sure he was creating a new, better universe. Maybe that's what these people think they are doing. I'm not, yeah. The thing, Parker, is... well, if you were a cultist in the Dragon Age... Okay, give me a second.
As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of Red Lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. We claim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the promises want the world to end? What use are they to him?
As if Corypheus... Well, this is exactly what I was going to talk out. In a world where metaphysics apparently are much more important than physics, it is completely logical to assume, for example, you can destroy the reality, and it can be reborn just as the Maker made it in the first place. It is not a natural process that takes millennia or eons. It's something that a deity can do on a whim. Certainly, I say anyone in this universe could agree, or many people could agree on that. The Dalish, I don't know if the Qunari would, but certainly the Dalish and the Andrastians of all stripes, even the old Tevinter mages. If you believe someone can become a god and warp reality or create it and destroy it at will, then it doesn't really matter if you destroy what already is, because you can recreate something different without much trouble. Of course, it's crazy talking our world, but in this universe, I think it doesn't seem so illogical, I would say. And of course, for example, would you say, is Corypheus destroying the world in the future? Many people would say yes. He destroyed the world. He ripped the sky apart and opened a permanent portal to the Fade. That's destroying the world as it is now. But he has a new one, a better one, at least from his point of view. So, from my perspective at least, and the characters as well, I think 3 is the logical option here. Both of them want to destroy the world that is and create a new one, more suitable to their own agenda. So, I think this is it.
Sounds like they're perfect for each other.
I suppose it does. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with him. We must keep looking.
We must keep looking, right.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to Red Lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to Red Lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
Well, I can think of an explanation why they are immune to Red Lyrium. But my character wouldn't. Because no one is immune to Red Lyrium as far as I remember. Human, dwarf, elf, everyone succumbs to Red Lyrium. Why would the Seekers in particular be immune to Red Lyrium? Because the Maker makes them immune when it grants them their powers. That's my explanation, if you ask me. Obviously, Lilith wouldn't believe that. Well, in this universe, yeah, religion, just like in the Middle Ages, religion has the upper hand. But there is magic, then it seems highly unlikely religion will lose the upper hand at any point. But we must find the Seekers. If the Seekers are immune to Red Lyrium, they will prove incredibly valuable allies in the fight against Corypheus.
We'll find them, Cassandra.
I know we will. One way or another.
Yeah, exactly, Parker. It is a byproduct of the process of gaining Seeker powers. Maybe it is an unintended consequence. Nonetheless, it is interesting. Only them seem to be fairly... not fairly, completely immune. It's like those guys that are immune to AIDS. Or humans, I should say. How the hell did that happen? The problem is this, according to the Seekers, but who knows if they are telling the truth, they gain their powers just by meditation. And having some sort of cosmic orgasm at the end of it. And that's it. They don't drink, they don't do anything. It's like some sort of Tibetan monk or yeah, Buddhist priest. You enter into meditation and you gain endurance, strength, whatever. I hate this song. Well, the 80s, great time. If I could time travel, I would definitely live in the 80s in Miami. That would be my choice. My first choice. Well, if I really wanted to be, let's say, a decadent asshole. I think there is nothing more here, is there? Let's get out. Yeah, that's what they tell us, but who knows what's the truth. Ooh. Great. Don Johnson. Or maybe the Caribbean, I don't know. The 80s seemed like an awesome time frame. Couldn't really tell you why. Ooh. The Order of Fiery Promise. Consider the time in which the original Inquisition existed, and the First Blight had devastated the world, tearing down the mighty Inter-Imperium and leaving nothing in its place. Just as there were several cults of Andraste vying to become the true inheritor of the Prophet's faith, there was one more group claiming to represent one true path to deliver the world from chaos. The Order of Fiery Promise was one of these, a band of men and women who decreed that not only was the end of the world nigh, it was necessary. Thedas must be cleansed with fire and be reborn as a paradise. This they solemnly promised. They devoted themselves utterly to seeing this come about. Whether they ever drew close to their goal is unknown. The Inquisition eventually crushed these promisers during a battle recorded only as the cleansing of Chorno. The cult reappeared in the early Divine Age, claiming to take up the Inquisition's mantle after it transformed into the Seekers of the Truth, leading the Chantry to hunts that did not see the promisers eliminated until the Exalted Age. From In the Pursuit of Knowledge by Brother Gingivitis. It was dangerous as hell. Yeah, in part thanks to us. Well, not Colombians were involved in all that very heavily. Well, what do you know? More loot. Nonetheless, it seems like if you had money and very low standards of morality or ethics, it would be a great place to be. And yeah, of course, as Parker says, there is danger everywhere if you go looking for it. Yeah, exactly, Pancho. And my second choice then would be the 1930s. My third choice then would be... What would be it?
Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Holy shit.
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
He doesn't look
I'm not
possessed.
possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
Yeah, he doesn't look possessed. He's still his own. Now, they will pay... Not really, I don't care. It's horrible. Yes, it is. It is horrible. But it looks like a great way to torture a man. Can we help him? I doubt it very much, other than killing him. Why would they do this? I already answered that question too. To torture his ass, looks like. But maybe he can tell us why they did it. Which is what I'm really interested in. Yeah, it's like giving cancer to someone, I would say. Yeah, let's see. Why would they do that? They will pay. That's hard. Nah, that's good. Yeah, I can't think why they did, but maybe he can tell me. Yeah, Poncho killed them all. No, I sincerely don't care about his fate. Not only is he a human, but he is a Chantry loyalist. So the less the better, in my opinion.
What could they hope to gain from this?
Our powers, revenge, who knows?
The Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies! He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
Ooh. Well, I don't see any reason why that guy would lie. If that is the truth, yes, he's dead. And I think Cassandra would agree. No problem.
But we met Lord Seeker Lucius in Val Royeaux. He couldn't have been here.
That was months
wasn't
ago.
him. It was a demon, masquerading.
What? How could that be?
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
Came here.
What? A demon masquerading? What? Well, then that must explain why Fiona didn't know us. It was all demons running around in daylight. What do you know? I didn't know they could do that. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah, that guy's gone. And I think, yeah, Cassandra would definitely agree with me.
If we find the Lord Seeker, he's dead.
Wait! Don't leave me like this, please!
Oh, I'm so sad. I am hurting.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome.
No. Yeah, is she going to decapitate him?
He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
We're actually going up. I thought we were going back. Maybe we are. What the hell is going on? How did I get so turned around? I mean the lower? What? I think they closed the door and now I don't know where I am. Okay. Well, what the hell did I just get myself into? I thought we were just going back after finding out about those guys. Turns out there is more afoot. But it makes perfect sense for Lord Seeker Lucius to team up with these guys, not so much with Corypheus, but I can see his reasoning. He saw the most powerful Magister of Old Reborn, didn't he? He saw how the Templars, his very men, started taking orders from a mage. That would be the most horrible thing for someone like him that appeared to genuinely hate mages. Well, that was a fucking demon, wasn't he? Now, he must have been the real deal when he must have signed that Nevarran annulment accord. Yeah, Parker, I agree. A sword to the heart, straight down the neck. That would be the appropriate way to kill him, or maybe decapitation. That could also work. But slitting a throat is not a merciful way to kill anyone. Shit. I would argue. Even if that's some preferred method of killing cattle. Although it is not that painful, it could drag out a long time. Especially if you're doing badly and you start choking on your blood. That would be horrible. If you watch it. Nonetheless, killing your best friend and apprentice, apparently, or your only friend and apprentice, does take some balls. And women do have balls. They're just not hanging out there, but deeply embedded. Yeah. Yeah, doing that to a friend would be a dick move. I agree, Parker. Yeah, you could argue that, Parker, yes. Mutilating the body is not...
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a woman I can
Shit.
only assume is the new Inquisitor.
The new Inquisitor. Well, yeah, I don't think that means there was an old Inquisitor. Stand down now. No, we came here to kill this guy. A traitor. I don't think you have a lot to answer for. Or you are a traitor. Let's see. A traitor to whom? A traitor to a chantry? That's the most likely. And a traitor to the Seekers themselves. Well, that's certainly... Yeah, Parker, number one is looking good, but I like number two because that will, I think, gain me the most sympathy from Cassandra. That is certainly what she is thinking about this, that he's a traitor to her order, to her ideals, to the purpose of the Seekers and the Chantry. And as the Herald of Andraste could also argue that. Number one works perfectly as well, but I think number two is more emotional, which is how Cassandra seems to be feeling right now. Well, that's the problem, Parker. The character doesn't care about the Chantry, but she's masquerading as the Herald of Andraste. That's how I've been role-playing this. I don't believe in, or well, the character doesn't believe in the Maker and wants to destroy human society, but she's masquerading as the Herald of Andraste to everyone else. So they continue to follow while we come up. Well, we already have a plan. We have Corypheus's plan to destroy Orlais and the Chantry itself, and let the new Elven kingdom arise. Yeah, let's go with number two.
And you're the man who betrayed his own order.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
All right. I agree with you. Okay, I want to find out if he thinks what I think. For my money, that guy doesn't believe he's helping Corypheus. He believes that this is the only way to defeat Corypheus, because he's too powerful and cannot be stopped. The only thing that can disrupt Corypheus is ending the world, because he is part of the world. So I truly want to understand this guy. Let's go with 4.
And aiding Corypheus is supposed to help?
Corypheus is a monster with limited ambition.
And your ambition is so much greater.
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped.
What?
Don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
What is he talking about? They are abominations? Are they possessed by spirits? Good spirits? How could they not know? Okay. Is he insane? He seems cogent to me. Nonetheless, he wants to destroy the world. And we cannot allow that to happen. I would read that book if I could. But apparently there is no option for that. And I truly don't want to what? Do I want that guy to stand down? Hello, Gloomy. Thanks for the host. Do I want this guy to stand down? No, he has made his choice, it seems to me. He wants to destroy the world. He truly believes it's too corrupt to be salvaged. Yeah, we need to stop him.
Don't listen, Cassandra. We need to end this.
What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
Holy shit. Where is that guy that has powers? There he is.
He was insane. He had to be. The influence of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
If so, the plan worked perfectly.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
Okay, Gloomy, good night. I hope I can catch your stream one of these days. I wake up so close to my streaming time, I barely can get out of bed before I need to start. But I'm sure one of these days I'll have insomnia or something. Thanks a lot for the host once again. Yeah, Parker, metal armor should conduct electricity, shouldn't it? Unless imbued with electricity resistance. Let's say regular armor. Yeah, it should fry people instantaneously. That was a really easy fight. Obviously, I am way over leveled for this. The Book of Secrets. I wonder what the secret is. It must be that they are abominations, possessed by spirits of the Fade. And that's what they feel. Let's go and talk to Cassandra. Yeah, right now. Why not? I wonder if Cassandra could have left at that point. If our approval disapproval was low enough. I'm thinking she could be persuaded by the Lord Seeker. But I don't think most people are intelligent enough to understand how to gain approval. And the developers don't really make it worthwhile to be in bad terms with companions. Ah, okay, Parker. Maybe she's too important for the main quest. You cannot get rid of her ass. Interesting. Let's see what this is all about.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the Old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
Are you all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Oh, what a revelation! Obviously. that, that goes without saying, I think. Ah, okay, Parker. Let's not take a side on this, because I don't know what side she's on that. It can't be what the book says. That's common knowledge. But let's ask her. Maybe she will actually tell me what the book says. That's what I'm interested in.
Does the book say it was used for other things?
No. As a seeker, I looked into abuses. Mages made tranquil as punishment. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths.
Okay.
It was dangerous knowledge. The shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the Rite. From the beginning.
Really? Holy fuck. The rebellion was needless? No, that's a lie. Because if they kept the knowledge secret for, what, 1,000 years, maybe more? Then there was even more cause for a rebellion. The Chantry, or the Seekers at the earliest, lied to the mages for thousands of years, not just 10 or 5 years. That's even worse. You caused the rebellion. Well, that's taking it a little bit too personally against her, because apparently she didn't know shit. That's not surprising. Yes, it is surprising. Why keep it hidden? Well, there is a very good reason. You keep truths hidden and myths alive so you can control people. That's the purpose of it all. If the mages knew there was a way to reverse it, they would have tried their utmost to find it. And it would have been an endless seed of corruption from the point of view of the Seekers. This a knowledge too dangerous to be left in the open, as the last Lord Seeker obviously knew it would. Yeah. The weed will always reappear. Besides, if tranquility can be reversed, it's not as frightening as if it couldn't. But let's see what she asks, because what she answers, because yeah, I don't agree with any of the other options.
Why keep that knowledge a secret?
Maybe
We
the book
created
says.
the Rite of Tranquility. I told you of my vigil, the months I spent emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil and didn't even know.
Huh?
Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility and gave me my ability.
Ah.
The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with...
Ah.
There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
So it was true. Really? They... Holy fuck. That's nasty. Well, this is great. I'm definitely going with option number 4. No questions asked. But I want to see if we can... Ah, you already knew, Parker. Well, it did seem like the logical thing. That they were being possessed by good spirits, and that gave them abilities. Although she said touched. Maybe it's not, yeah, not that... Well, no wonder you didn't believe they allowed the Maker. So it's just like a possession to some extent. Only that, like let's say like wind. They become like wind. Maybe not actually possessed, but with a link to a spirit. Okay. Let's ask these two questions. I'm not going with that. I don't really care. I don't want her to reveal anything. The Lords... No, the Seekers were an institution of the old Chantry, and it needs to go away. Just like the Circles, just like the Templars and the Chantry itself. Yeah, definitely find out more.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
No! No, I would never use the Inquisition for an ulterior motive. How can you even ask? No, it's never going to happen. I can assure you.
No, we're nothing like the Seekers.
I wonder how much we resemble what they used to be.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Not truly. Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition came to be during a terrible time. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. We acted to survive, but not to serve. That is not the Maker's work.
Yeah, goodbye, Seekers.
The Seekers are gone, Cassandra. Let them go.
Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
Amazing! Great! Great! We have broken down the first human. She is our bitch now. Acquire the Andrastian throne. Yeah, silly shame. Yeah, Poncho. These people. They will never learn. You don't trust elves. That was my... well... standard approach when I played mage supremacists. Elves are scum. And they need to be treated as such. Let's see if she has anything more to say out of this.
Planning troop movements now.
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
There is no plan. Okay. Well, since she's talking about the Maker, we cannot show doubt. Because we are supposedly a herald of Andraste. A direct line of communication to the heavens. We cannot, cede. And what seem to be on the dark. So let's go with number one.
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Ooh. Well, isn't she talking about deep stuff? All right. I don't want the same things. No, they all seem reasonable things to want. Tolerance, progress, gradual evolution. I don't think I can't come against those things. No way she's going to change her mind. Or going to respect me for not wanting those things. Especially since I am myself an agent of change. So... You are too idealistic. Well, what was my plan with Cassandra? I said, I need Cassandra to... To what? To develop some sort of humanity. Wasn't that what I said? Yeah, to soften her. So when the time comes, she will doubt. She won't kill me. That's what I want from her. Very different from Liliana. Yeah, with Liliana I wanted to take away her humanity, so she becomes an instrument of vengeance, of retribution, that doesn't really care what she's being used for. Cassandra has beliefs. Let's say Liliana is more akin to Varric. She forms personal relationships. And she is willing to die for people, not for ideas. While Cassandra is more like a Cunari. She fights for... She fights for what? Religion and a better society in general. In that case, I have to go with number 3. Yeah, show, exactly, Poncho. Show we're aligned with her goals, so we can continue embracing her until I can choke her or stab her in the back.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging. Tell me, what guides you?
Is the answer, the Maker.
You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
Ooh, I did not... Ah, hello, Gloomy. I thought you were sleeping. Yeah, I like to analyze these things, especially since I have to keep so many masks at any given point. It's so difficult trying to lie to a lot of people. But I must lie to all of them if I am to succeed in bringing out a new Arlathan.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
Well, and in another rule set that actually makes sense. Okay, I obey my conscience. No. I could go, I make it up as I go, no, never. As I said, we cannot show weakness. Because it is the Maker that's giving us first the power to seal Rift and then the command of this fine institution. So we can save the world. Okay, Gloomy, have a good night. Or early morning. No, you are in the west coast, wasn't it? I also noticed your character and mine have the same tattoo. I was watching one of your bots. They are also elven mages, isn't it? Alright. I do what must be done. That could be spinned as doing what must be done to accomplish the will of the Maker. Number one is to much about myself, my conscience, my actions, my ethics. That's not how we are doing this. Good night, Gloomy. Yeah, we must go with number 3 because it's the only one that can be spinned as doing what the Maker wants us to do.
I do what must be done. What other choice is there?
The demands of the moment.
Exactly.
Think of it. Like Andraste long ago, once again the fate of Thedas will be determined by a woman. It makes me proud to know you.
Okay, that didn't work out that well, but... Let's see. Okay, number 3, goodbye. Number 6, doesn't really matter. So that's the very purpose I chose a woman. Lass is quite correct that women in this world are seen as as what? The embodiment of all that is good. Although, yeah, you could argue the same in the Catholic Church. Also with much more strength, you could, add that. Strength as a warrior. That is, the church is more a motherly sort of role model. Alright. I hope we are friends. That's also something I need to remember. I am their boss, I am their superior. Both in the Inquisition and as the chosen of the Maker. So I cannot, let's say, come down to their level. I need to maintain a healthy distance from them. Just like a king would.
I appreciate that.
We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
Great! She's duped. As... Yeah. She has drunk so much Kool-Aid it's oozing out of every pore now. Ah, shit! This is not going to be good.
What have you done now?
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our spat.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest I'm without reason.
A peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields. I hear you're a fan.
5 stars.
This is your doing.
Ah, shit. Another minefield here. Okay, I think we need to lighten the mood in this situation. I'm not sure she would like it. But confronting her, I don't believe it's going to lead to anything good. Yeah, let's make a joke and hopefully she will forget she hates Barrick. Yeah, I agree, Poncho. Let's tease her ass a little bit.
Oh, yes. Do you really think I'd miss this?
Well, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Still needs editing anyhow.
Wait!
You're probably wondering what happens to the Knight Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing should happen to her. She was falsely accused.
Well, it turns out the guardsmen...
Don't tell me!
This is the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks, after all.
Thank you.
Look at that face. She's so happy. What? What does this even mean? Jim Jones was from the same city you are. I will have to look up Jim Jones. Is he a serial killer? No, just kidding. But that could be a serial killer name. They always rhyme for some reason. I don't know. It's always like a stage name. Let's try to make these two guys hug and kiss.
Varric's the one you should be thanking.
I am but a humble servant to my loyal readers.
I wonder if I have time to read the first part.
Don't forget to tell all your friends, if you have any. Completely worth it.
Ah, Jim Jones. Yes. Jim Jones went to Suriname or some Guyana. Yeah. Well, almost there. Not a serial killer, but almost a serial killer. Yeah, Jonestown, exactly. Wow, there is a lot of conversations with her now. Careful with your head, Inquisitor.
I was hoping we could speak privately.
Are we not?
Right. Of course we are. The flirting. With me. I've noticed it. Unless it is my imagination, which is entirely possible.
Okay, holy shit, what is going on here? Ah, fuck! Can I romance Cassandra? I don't think I can. How is it that what was it called? Triumph, the insult comic dog said? I kid. No, yeah. Let's see. She seems very stressed by this. But I like using those options to get out of tough situations. I don't really want to end it. Let's see. Only men can romance her. Well, I don't want to romance her. I just want to have that option to get out of a tough spot when I don't want to admit my true agenda or divulge it. Let's see.
If it makes you uncomfortable, I can stop.
Inquisitor, I hope you understand I cannot return your affection.
Tell me why. Okay. Well, why? People like different things. Yeah, I understand. I just want to have the option to annoy her. Especially now that I know she actually dislikes it. I can do it more often. This is a platonic deal, my dear. Yeah, I agree, Poncho. We need to push every single button she has. This seems to be one that works extremely well. But since I don't really want to romance her, I'm not going with number 2 or number 3. Because those are demanding. Well, one is trying to convince her with pity, and the other one is demanding an answer that shouldn't be given. So let's go with number 1. Well, since lesbianism is such a integral part of the chantry, it seems. I'm sure this is not the first time Cassandra has been hit up by women. Impossible! Although she's not the best looking gal out there, she is good looking. And she has a strong personality, which I'm sure attracts both men and women. So this cannot be the first time someone has hit on her. A woman, I mean. Impossible. This must be some sort of rehearsed speech she has with everyone.
You don't have to say any more, Cassandra.
I think perhaps I do. You are the Herald of Andraste, and my leader, and a woman. I take it as a compliment, truly. I hope we can remain friends.
No problem. No problem at all. I hope those options are still available. Shit. That's what I hope. Okay, let's continue talking to her. Ooh, what's this? A crumbed letter. Dear Ewan, you've been the light of my life, the song of my heart for over a year, but the world has changed, and both of us with it. How does one live through the rending of the sky and still remain the same? I have seen Oblivion through the rifts, and I fear our lives are about to end. You told me the distance between us would be hard to bear, and I said I would never seek the arms of any but yours. I was wrong. I've met someone in Balroyo. She's dark where you are fair. She fills her life with poetry, not battle, and her voice, her tongue, drips so sweetly on the thrills and flourishes of the Orlesian language. She gives me hope that we will survive this. I am sorry. I'll never forget you, Aurora. Well, I am surprised I don't see a hanging corpse up here. Maybe she killed herself. That is a horrible thing to tell someone. Yeah, because one thing is, I had a fling! Or I had multiple flings. Another is, I don't love you anymore. Go away. Okay, Poncho. Have a good night. I think you can rest.
Gathered quite the collection.
With the knowledge that
Inquisitor.
Today I'm not going to do any main quests.
Inquisitor.
Yeah, Parker. As I was saying, lesbianism is not not looked down upon in this world. Not that in our world is, because everyone seems okay with it. Well, most everyone, even hardcore macho men, or maybe especially Pancho Villa.
Is there anything you need?
Ooh. You know what? I don't really care about the Tranquil. That's a human affair. The Dalish don't use tranquility. We just leave baby mages to die in the woods. Goodbye, Punch. Yeah, that's a human thing. Tranquility. We can forget about that. I don't really care.
Do you have any advice for me?
We must root out the Red Templars. They form the bulk of Corypheus's forces.
Well, that's what I have been doing.
Do you have any advice for me?
Nothing that you could not think of yourself, Inquisitor.
All right.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Yeah, we're a Dalish first, mage second. Okay, we're done with this. So let's get another quest. The Grey Wardens are healing the calling. Go to a western approach, of course. Wicked eyes and wicked hearts. Go and save Celine. Yeah, right. That's not going to happen. Go to a western approach. Go to a western approach. Talk to Dorian out the letter. Okay. Meet Josephine in Balroyo. Go to the war table and find Samsung's weakness. Haven't I done this already? Okay, let's do these 3 quests. So let's head to a war table, then talk to Dorian out the letter. And go to Arroyo. Give me a second, please.